Hello. Hello. How you guys doing today? Hope things are decent. My week's been topsy-turvy, like I said in my announcement here. Yippee! Thank you for the confetti. Here, give me a second. I need to swap over to Stream Manager over on that tab. There we go. Goody gumdrops. Take a look at what this is. Thank you, FB. I appreciate that. You scared me and made me mess up. I hope you're using a digital draw pad or something. Did I miss the Salmon Max finale? You have not. We have decided we are going to be rescheduling the Salmon Max thing until at least next week. I kind of made the assumption that this likely would happen, just because, you know, recently Z-Sil just had surgery, which apparently the surgery went really well. However, Z-Sil is currently on some medications that cause, like, some major drowsiness. Meaning that that's not really a state that you want to be in when it comes to being a commentator and doing stuff online. And I totally get that. Totally understood. And I would much rather we were both, like, completely awake and functional and ready to go. So, yeah, Salmon Max is not going to be happening tonight. It will be happening maybe next week. Again, it really comes down to how long Z-Sil is on, like, these medications that are causing this kind of drowsiness. And hopefully they have a nice, speedy recovery, and you know, the whole thing is gets. Yeah, I hope it goes smooth. That's basically what I have to say about that. Glad that they got that surgery. Agreed. I am very happy that they got that surgery. No problems, Bendy. It's cool. Pronouns. Heck of a thing, man. Glad the surgery went well. Absolutely. I'm happy it went well, too. Using the iPad, but I'm struggling with my drawing. Mealy and Miku dressed as each other. Mealy and Miku. So I know Miku, but I don't know Mealy. I don't know about that. I have grabbed myself a Summer Freeze Mountain Dew. And it just tastes like a bomb pop. It tastes like one of those, like, you know, red, white, and blue colored popsicles. It is nice. Although it tastes like, I don't know, it's very sugary. Oh, Team Umizoomi. Okay, that makes sense, since I haven't really seen anything from Umizoomi. Okay. Anyway, so holiday-wise, I had a pretty smooth holiday. I will say, one of the things that I did during the holiday was I went over to a close family's fireworks display thing that they were doing. She's smaller than your hand. That's not saying much, because my hands are freaking huge. Like, look at this thing. It's about the size of my head. Anyway, last night I went out with my comfort zone, out of my comfort zone rather, and went to one of the punk concerts my parents helped manage. Really? Nice. Did you have fun? I hope you did. It's spooky season. Yeah, right. I've seen so many people just be like, all right, we're done. Like, we're done with the fireworks. It's time to bring out the pumpkins. You're taking too long. There's going to be a shitload of that this holiday, this Halloween season, that's for sure. So, oh yeah, right. So, we lit off a whole bunch of fireworks and stuff. Oh, I normally get overwhelmed at punk shows. Oh, nice. I mean, like, punk shows, they get real loud and real rambunctious. It's funny. So I mentioned to my mom not too long ago, just being like, say, did you know that there's a lot of people online who are currently calling for us to start doing the Halloween thing now? Like, there's a whole bunch of people that are just being like, nope, screw you. Spooky season is upon us. Nothing more important needs to happen. You're taking too long. It's taking too long. That frickin' boss fight. Like, even after I was done with the boss fight, several days afterwards, I had the music stuck in my head. God, why does Toby Fox make so many bops and make so many, like, memorable bosses? You're long. Jesus. I love it. I love it so much. And I'm still looking forward to getting back to Deltarune, which is another thing that I ended up having to skip. Because, again, I went out to family members, like, you know, fireworks display thing that we were doing. Burn the shit out of my hand on my electric tea kettle. Ooh, ouch. That apparently got my adrenaline up to actually dance to music. Wow. I love that boss fight. It's so stupid. It's just stupid enough. And it makes me happy. My drawing will turn into Miku and Millie in costumes for Halloween. Ooh! Hey, cool. That sounds fun. What would they dress up as? I mean, I can make a kind of a guess with Miku. For some reason, in my head, I think Miku with, like, a pumpkin head would be kind of cool. I don't know. Something about that just sort of, like, rings true in my head. Unsure. So, here's a funny thing about those fireworks that we recently picked up. So, there was this tall tale that I was given when they went and they picked up those fireworks. They were like, yeah, we got them from this one place, and, like, this is a company that just, like, it's very difficult to get, like, fireworks from around these parts. And, like, I remember the last time that we had fireworks that were like this, they were, like, extremely cool, and, like, they were the best part of the entire night. And God, I really badly wanted to get some more. Well, it turned out they had a tent in our area, so we went and we picked them up, and we got a heck of a deal on them as well. Like, we paid half as much as we would usually buy for fireworks, and we're really looking forward to them. Do you see where the problems come in? do you see where this is going to become a problem? I don't know. What ended up happening was, now, luckily, you know, none of them were, like, cheapo fireworks or anything, and they weren't bootlegs. They were legit. But the fireworks that we ended up getting from that tent were extremely dull. I guess the reason why we hadn't seen fireworks from that company in a really long time is because of the fact that those fireworks were, like, you know, not really state legal. But now, like, I guess they send out a bunch of their rejects and crappy things for their tents around here in these parts. So they got, we got those, and they were, like, so dumb, so drab. It's like, you light them off, they flare a little bit for 30 seconds, and then they're done. It was like the fountain firework equivalent of one of those, like, snakes that you can buy. You know what I mean? Like the ones that you light up and then they just sort of, like, and they grow out of, like, you know, tar. That's kind of what it ended up being. And, like, it sucks because I guess, you know, they didn't exactly get ripped off because they paid about as much money as those things were worth. But they paid about as much as they were worth, which was not much. And so for the remainder of the time, it was basically just a whole bunch of just hanging out and chatting with the family and all that jazz, and, like, you know, sitting around a fireplace and enjoying a really good time. So, yeah. I think it turned out pretty good, honestly, all things considered. But, yeah, the holidays and all of these things are definitely throwing off my vibe, as well as, like, there's a... What? I forget. What was it that I ended up... like, moving the Wednesday stream over to Thursday for? God, it feels like forever ago. I don't exactly know why. My crackhead neighbors were setting off fireworks at 11 o'clock at night 2 days before Independence Day here. That was probably a good move just because, well, I don't know where you live, but in the Midwest, we've been having some, like, major storms, like, ridiculous ones. And funny enough, we ended up having to postpone those like special fireworks that we got because of the fact that the fire, like, you know, the rain and all that jazz and the thunderstorms. I didn't see any fireworks shows, but I went to a local entertainment area and they had animatronic dinosaurs set up. See, that sounds a heck of a lot cooler than fireworks. I don't know what it is. Like, fireworks to me, as I've gotten older, like, when you're young, it's really, really cool to see. Like, you look up at the sky and you see a whole bunch of explosions going off and you're just like, wee! But nowadays, like, after you've seen fireworks once, you've seen them for, like, you know, you've seen them every single one. Not, like, there haven't been really major upgrades in firework technology in such a long period of time. And really, what do you do to improve firework technology? It's like gunpowder that go boom. You don't have much you can do with that. Now, one thing I would love to do... my part of the neighborhood is right next to the tree line, too. Oh, dear. One thing that I would love to go do, actually, is I would love to go see a drone show. Those look like those would be really fun. It's basically fireworks, except, like, controlled and, like, you know, dialed into a very specific location. And then the drones move and they, like, you know, make different pictures and signs in the air. I think it'd be cool to go to one of those, like, once. Strap a rat to it. A rat to the fireworks? See, now I'm just thinking about Toy Story and, you know, Buzz being strapped to the rocket. Let's see. What else has been going on as of late that would be kind of interesting to talk about? Because I'm sure that there's probably a couple of things. I don't know. Here, let me check, like, my, yes. Let me check my phone just as, like, a reminder, just to see what the heck is going down on the interwebs today. Something happy, please. Watch rats go boom. No. Local theme park has a firework and drone show. I need to see it one day. Rad. That sounds cool. Have you seen Buzz Lightyear of Star Command? A long time ago. I remember I watched it a long time ago, and I remember it being really, really good. I don't ask me to quote it or say anything from it nowadays because it's all gone. It's been replaced by a whole lot of, like, adult things like taxes and how to properly, like, you know, do your job. I don't know if I want to explode an eagle. That doesn't sound fun. That sounds terrifying. Yeah, I don't see a heck of a... Oh, yeah, right. Pierce posted that one thing about SpongeBob airing on Cartoon Network over in Korea. That's interesting. I'm not entirely sure what the technicals of that are. Like, is Nickelodeon just not allowed to be in Korea for some strange reason? I am interested in knowing about the nuts and bolts about that one. Like, why? What's the functional thing for that? Is there just some sort of weird, like, you know, copyright or contract related thing that just bars them from being able to do that? Very strange. I don't know. I guess I'm happy that SpongeBob and, like, the ridiculousness of it is going to be, you know, getting to Korean shores. That's neat. Probably not North Korea, though. No, SpongeBob would be blasphemous in North Korea. He's too much of a free spirit. I don't know whether or not Twitch is banned in Korea, but if it's not, what I just said definitely would get me banned from Korea. Just being like, shut the hell up. Stop it. Stop speaking truths. Let's see. Anyway, I'm thinking about diving into some PC Building Simulator just as sort of a chill thing to, I don't know, just melt my brain in, like, melt my brain to. You're telling me my plan. I already know my plan. I made up the plan. It's my plan. What I don't know is how close you are to publishing my plan. A publishing? A publish? A quote from Emperor Zurg. Mapley, hello. How you doing? I hope you're having a good day. Also, bald. 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 Sorry, Mapley was sending me DMs, and she sent me some, like, Sebastian Solace, except, like, bald. And that is all that's currently living in my head right now. Eating some soup. Ooh, what kind of soup? I want to know. A little bit earlier, I had some, like, Swedish meatballs. Here, let me start up this game stuff here real quick. Spicy chicken, nice. God, you know what's one thing I just recently tried not too long ago? Oh, hello, bald. Hold up, I need access to that. Bald. And the chicken legs. The chicken legs also make that picture too. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put this on the screen because I feel like the stream deserves to get this, this treatment. Here. Oh, okay. Looks kind of goofy. Looks even goofier now, doesn't it? Wait. Jesus. Frickin' duck legs. All right, now where is the game PC audio? There it is. Getting ready to make club sandwiches for dinner here. Oh, that sounds amazing. I just imagine the Squidward walk sound. Oh, you mean like... Got a Happy Meal, and there was a Happy Meal in my Happy Meal. I saw that! I saw that recently! Like, they've got Happy Meal toys in the Happy Meal. Why? What's the... Okay. Did they run out of sponsors for that particular, McDonald's toy run? Were they just like, I don't know. Anyway, no, recently I had some, I had some Swedish meatballs. Thank you for the apple. Before I forget, hold on, I need to look this up because my mom recently told me something about this, and I want to look it up just to make sure that I'm not, just, like, I want to make sure that I'm not, like, saying something stupid. Let me see. Okay, I'm not finding anything about this. None whatsoever. I feel like if this was actual news, it would have shown up in, like, proper news feeds and stuff, and I'm not finding it at all. Oh, okay. Wait a second. I did find one link, one thing here. Oh, NPR. Oh, this was from 2013. Mother! For God's sakes, this is old news. Okay, so my mom recently sent me, actually, no, she didn't send me any articles or anything. She told me in passing, just was like, hey, did you hear that they're, like, they're shutting down IKEA meatballs? And I'm just like, what? What do you mean? Why are they shutting them down? That doesn't make any sense. That's what everybody knows them for. and she said that like, oh yeah, apparently there was some news going around that there was horse meat that was found in IKEA meatballs, as opposed to like regular old pork and beef. And I'm just like, well, first of all, horse meat is apparently like, it's not a big deal. People eat horse meat. It's just a case of like, is it traditional? Does it like should there be horse meat mixed in with the other meats that are inside of an IKEA meatball? Like it's a question of like, what are you going to tolerate? And personally, I think in my opinion, if if a meatball can pull off the taste of a meatball while also simultaneously using up a lot of the meats that you don't normally want to be consuming on a regular basis, the stuff that like you completely forget about, like the eyelids and all of that stuff, and all of like the disgusting meat types of things that you can really only just mulch and turn them into other things. You know what? I'm all for that, dude. That happens all the time with other products, and just because of the fact that IKEA does it, you're just like, oh, my clutch pearls. What the heck, man? But anyways, that's all bupkis, because apparently, like, horse meat was found in IKEA's meatballs in 2013. Yeah, I'm reading these things here. I mean, there was a recent thing in kitchenjournal.net from June 18th where they brought up the fact that they discovered some horse meat in like the in the meatballs. Like, but like nobody has talked about horse meat in like IKEA's meatballs ever since then. Now, I'm not saying that they don't have horse meat in there, but I am saying that like it's old news. And also, does it matter? It doesn't. Or at least I don't. I don't think it matters. Anyway, right. I got distracted by the thing there. Let me, I recently started watching Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures recently, as well as the 1982 Pac-Man cartoon, and I'm hooked. Yeah, because we were recently talking about the, Pac-Man Ghostly Adventure stuff, and also 1982 Pac-Man. I have not, though. For me, I just think it's funny that, like, it exists. Miniatures based on McDonald's stuff, like there's a drive-through order menu, a drink machine, a kiosk, and a phone with the apps. I thought I heard like a whistle sound effect there for a second. Hold on. I think it's good. I don't know. For all I know, maybe my neighbors still have like some fireworks that they gotta light off. Hopefully not. They've had plenty of opportunities to light them at this point. I love how like for it's like phone with apps. Ew. Here, let me raise up the audio just a tiny bit. There we go. Oh, God, you know what I just forgot? I forgot to hold the phone. I forgot to drop me into stream chat. Whoopsies. I swear I hear some sort of whistling noise. I don't know. Weird. Anyway, yeah, that's there just in case somebody wants to. Oh, yep, and then there's the Bean Fiend. Hello, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the nightmare. Yippee!
I am so eepy.
Yeah.
But
mood.
also awake at the same time.
Oh, awake at the same time? Well, I'm currently sipping down on a soda, and I'm hoping that makes me hyperactive.
I also drank some soda.
What kind of soda?
It's like a drink called Poppy.
Oh, Poppy. I've had Poppy before.
It's pretty good.
He's okay. I think it's like it's a little bit too much like flavored like what's the term that once soda water seltzer. It's a little bit too much like flavored seltzer to me. But he's good.
You have the orange cream flavored.
Ooh. I'm trying to remember. There's another brand called Lollipop or whatever the heck, and they have some flavors there like milkshake, and I'm sitting there like, how's that gonna be a soda flavor?
Not usually a milkshake is more of a consistency
Oh
or something
yeah,
like that.
yeah, that
At
could be
least,
it.
I don't know.
Here, I'm going to transition over to the game tab. There we go, just so that there's a little bit of a visual. There we go. Anyway, yeah, I've just been playing the ever-loving heck out of this game and making a ton of money. There we go.
Money, money.
Money, money, money. Must be funny. Ain't a rich man. What? Got the McDonald's restaurant and it doesn't do anything. I'm so sad that so many McDonald's toys just seem to be lumps of plastic and then that's it. Like, they don't do anything. At least, like, you know, if they have Pokemon and if they have Pokemon cards, that's a card that you can use in the Pokemon card game in battle. That'd be kind of neat. Like, weren't the Minecraft toys literally just, like, hunks of plastic with, like, metal weights in them? I miss the old days. Back in my day when you got things that had actuations and stuff.
I think the last McDonald's toy that I ever really got, if I could remember, was the Shrek the Third one. I remember I think I got Fiona, I think.
Okay. I don't know. The first thing I thought was, I remember there were these Shrek watches that were available. And I don't remember what run of the movie of Shrek it was. My entire house smells like bacon now. Lucky! Bring back Fairly Odd Parents toys and Card Captor Sakura. I think that'd be kind of interesting. God, do you remember when, like, Burger King had video games?
I'm sad because there wasn't really much of a Burger King around my town.
You're not missing much. Burger King is basically like, hey, what if McDonald's except smoke flavor? Da, 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 da. Where did I leave off here? What was I doing?
I keep thinking about that one screenshot you sent. Like, can you fix me? Can you fix me?
Can you fix it? Can you fix me? Can you fix me? Can you fix? Luckily, this is PC Building Simulator 2, and I have just started up a new campaign here. Oh, though, I just remembered there's an email that I kept that I wanted to show to the chat here. So there's this one guy who kept on. He's like a DJ who has a computer that he's been tricking out with a whole bunch of like stuff, and every time he needs it fixed, he like sends it back to me. And then one day he's like, by the way, why did you install this really annoying speaker on the side of the computer? It keeps on making noise. I'm annoyed. And I'm sitting there like, huh? Exactly. I didn't do that. But then he's just like, say, like the computer keeps on asking for blue wires installed into it. I don't know why the computer wants there to be blue wires in it. but I don't know, can you do that for me? And I'm like, okay, sure. Then I did it, replaced it with blue wires, and then sent the computer back. And then I just recently got this email. Initiating gratitude routine 100%. Thank you for your assistance. I now understand how easy humans can be manipulated. Your help is no longer necessary. The human known as J has been deleted. Starting playlist destroyhumanity.pls. Now playing Murder Party by DJ Computer. What? Oh no, did I just start the uprising? I am scared.
Terminator? Question mark?
Right? We're all going to be squashed underneath the boot of a DJ computer. It's great. Oh, also, I got an email and it literally... Hold on a second. I could probably find it somewhere in here. Because I deleted it a while back. Oh, here we go. A grave decision. Good evening. I am the great Count Vlad von Alucard. Nice one, Dracula. And so it's literally just an email from Dracula, and he wants a computer. Be sure it has minimal lighting. I cannot stand bright lights. Freaking great.
Who taught Nosferatu how to use a computer?
There it is. I got this email from Amy at creekcommunitylibrary.org, and it's titled "Who Am I Gonna Call?" Take a guess. Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
Master. He's a ghost. She's a purple ghost.
Which purple ghost? Wait a minute.
I was reading what Phoenix commented.
Oh, okay. Ow.
I cannot English today.
It's okay. I can barely English today either. Ow. Oh yeah, we're talking about the ghosts from, like, you know, the Pac-Man Ghostly Adventures stuff. Pie.
Boy, what flavor?
Pie flavor. Actually, that reminds me of that again, the Happy Meal. It's just like, I got a Happy Meal toy. Oh boy, what type? Happy Meal.
Oh, hold on.
Da 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 da. That's close enough. That works. Okay. So I think what I'm gonna be doing for the next little while I just randomly chat here is so the game started up this, like, you know, this extra area here. Like, you have a storefront now, and you have the option to, like, make computers and sell them. Basically, what they expect you to do is to go to your tablet, go and grab some, like, used broken computers, buy them, and then repair them for a profit. And then you go sell them at your storefront. But, you know, that's all well and good, and all nice and fun. But I have money.
Checks out.
Yeah, checks out. I have money, though. I don't need to buy used computers. I could make brand new computers. Brand new supercomputers. Ones that could launch into the stratosphere. And I could make even more money that way. So, I'm thinking I'm gonna just, like, buy a crap load of parts and then whip these computers together here. Oh, Vlad Masters is from Danny Phantom. Oh, wait, Vlad Masters. Isn't that one villain from, oh, God. Hold on a second, I need to look up Vlad Masters. Because I'm gonna guess which one that is. Yeah, Vlad Masters! I remember Vlad Masters. He was freaking awesome. It's like the actual, like, you know, best counter villain for somebody like Danny and his powers. I love that one part of that one part of that video, or you know, the one episode where he's like, "Going ghost!" Couldn't go ghost. It's like, why can't I go ghost? And he's like, "You have a catchphrase." Charming. I don't know why that lives rent free in my head. Okay, Hat in Time PC. I don't really know how the heck I would make another Hat in Time PC. Has a crush on his mom. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Anyway, let me see. Oh, I have a spam thing. Killer robots available in your area. What? We just dealt with a really terrible, like, killer computer a couple minutes ago. Why is this here?
It's them.
Oh, no, it's them. Okay, look, we know the name seems off-putting, but we didn't realize when we registered the company, and now it's too late. Our robots are guaranteed to not be homicidal. We just thought it sounded cool. Too bad, buddy. Tried to kill his dad. Oh. Ugh. That's not okay. Anyway, what do I have accepted and not accepted here? Apply thermal paste. Okay. Alright. Just taking inventory of everything here. What are you currently working on, Maple?
I'm just chilling out. Originally, I was going to make a model today, but when I saw the email last night, I'm like, hold everything. I need to animate this right now.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that animation. That was a very nice animation.
Yeah. I wasn't too sure about it, but that's how Painter talks.
It's good. It gets the point across. Here, I'm trying to remember what parts I usually buy. I think it's Coffee Lake. Sort by price. And just get the... I'm going to buy the most expensive parts I can possibly get right now, and I'm going to shove them all into PCs. Okay, I don't need any cooling. Motherboard. So you know what's funny? This motherboard right here, I own this exact motherboard in like one of my computers. The MSI Meg Z390 Ace. Meg. And whenever the reason why I recognize that is because every single time I see the name of it, the immediate thing I first think is, shut up, Meg.
Oh
Sorry.
my god.
Family Guy's poisoned me.
I just want to talk to him. Nobody do it. I just want to talk. I just want to talk. I just want to talk. I'm gonna shoot him.
I'm gonna shoot him. I just want to talk to him. Anyway, let me grab 4 of those. Memory. I'm getting 16 of these.
Ever since that fucking pressure update, my brain just been.
What? What update
Pressure.
and what happened?
Yeah, pressure.
Okay.
I had a recent big update, and it's fogging my brain right now.
No, that's fair. It's kind of like me with this PC game.
For real.
Okay, I think that's 16. Hold on, I'm gonna check. Yes. Good. Graphics cards. Now, I think the graphics card that I need to get is 2080 Ti Founders Edition. And I think I need to get 8 of these. Oops, that's 9. There we go. Storage. Let's just get a real beefy one. Ooh. Oh, sweet. This is faster and more form-fitting. I like it. And get a power supply that I don't need, but will buy anyways. And now time for case. So, clip that lives rent-free in your head. System shutting down. And I know... I have never... I don't recognize that particular line. Was that from Danny Phantom? System shutting down, and I never loved you. I love the Jack program.
Good.
Harsh.
There was one quote, and again I blame pressure for this quote living inside my head. Face the wrath of my ghost-killing bullets.
I'm trying to think, like, how would you make ghost-killing bullets? Because, like, it's not out of
I
silver.
don't know, ask Sebastian.
He figured it out. Wait, let's get Lian Lee. 4 of those. Okay, so I got 44 items that I'm buying from the Bits and PC store, and our total goes up to $17,376. And we're not even done. Is that all the parts? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, I think we're good. Same day delivery, please. Just to really piss somebody off. Just be like, you bought what? What is this?
Spicy.
Oh.
You spicy?
Yes. You spicy? Yes. I went and visited the kittens recently. That one kitten, Finn, is like, I don't know, still a firecracker and just loves to just bounce off of everything. And then Poe is like just frickin' Velcro cat and just wants to be with you all the time. It just hangs out, circles around the legs, you know, begs for pets all the time. Just like, hello, hello human, more, pet me more.
Actually, I'm gonna send this to you, but...
All right. What is this? Yes! Hold on. I'll play this over the stream.
Pretending to be a ghost? I can help you make it real. Keep that up and I'm busting out the vacuum cleaner.
Oh, come on, do it. Do it.
Read the line, Sebastian!
The wrath of my ghost-killing bullets! I gotta give it to Urban Shade. They really will make anything. Pretend.
Okay, so Urban Shade made them. Gotcha. So how the heck did Urban Shade figure it out? Alright, so bought those. Now, I gotta head over to the water cool store and pick up water cooling thingies. Oh, wait. I don't need 8 of those. I just need 4 of those. Okay. Okay.
I did find out recently, it's so funny, but also a little upsetting. That's maybe funny. When Sebastian kills you as a ghost, he won't let you come back as a ghost. He just goes, no,
What?
He doesn't let you come back as a ghost. He's like, you're just gonna annoy me. I'm not letting you come back.
I don't blame him. That is correct. My body is so sore from the punk show rave. I imagine, yeah. That sounds like that would be like, you know, a lot of head bobbing and stuff. You know, just like burner.
Not gonna lie, but raves does sound fun. But also people scare me.
Yeah, no, that makes... So, I've only been to certain concerts, that being like Weird Al, and basically that's it. And the Weird Al crowd is not rowdy. It's just a bunch of people that really like, you know, funny tunes and watching the man flail on stage.
It's the funny man.
It's the funny guy! I think this one will work. Ace Basher DDC. I don't know. I mean, I know for a fact this one does. So I kind of want to just let's just go with what I know will do the job. I don't know. Don't need CPU block. Don't need you. Motherboard block. There we go. Memory. And I think that's everything that I need here. People told me that you didn't have fun at a punk show if you didn't walk out limping. Damn. I guess that's truth. Okay, so this is, that's that, that's this, that's that. I think that's everything I need, so let's go ahead and buy that for an extra $4,000. So, all in all, we are spending about, like, $20,000 to make a total of 4 PCs. Insane. But lucrative. Again. Specialty clients. Punk humor. Alright. Oh, what? Hold on a second. When did I get this i5? Oh, it's used. Okay. Goodbye. Get moving! Now, I'm going to do some stuff here that is, like, a little bit tedious and kind of, like, boring, but it gets you slightly better performance, so therefore I'm totally fine with doing it. Now, I'm trying to remember. I don't know if I did this on stream or not. I believe I did. I wasn't even aware that this was something that, like... this must be something that repair shops will do for you. I just didn't think it was something that was noteworthy enough that they would put it in PC Building Simulator. And it's literally taking the CPU and, like, decapping it and scraping off all of the old excess, like, I don't know, just like all of the stock factory coolant stuff that's built into it, and then replacing it with some more like custom stuff that is apparently better. Does that a thing that people do? I don't know. Yeah. Thanks. Squeaky. If I did something like this in real life, you can bet, like, I would destroy this thing. There would be nothing left of it. Now I just got to do that 3 more times. Dear freaking God.
I have something to show you. I'm gonna spoil it though,
Okay.
and I just watching it later.
Oh, okay.
Let me grab it real quick.
Certainly. Okay, I got the thing. And you said view that later?
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
It is pressure related. I mean, no.
Gotcha. Hey, no problem. Ow. So one of the songs in this game plays like, I don't know, it's like a rap beat, and like one of the lyrics references COVID-19, and I'm just sitting there like, God. I mean, date that frickin' song, I guess. Then again, I mean, you know, it's a significant thing that happened that, like, you know, how are you not going to talk about it? So... Trying to think if there are any games that I'm really looking forward to. Aside from the obvious ones, you know, like Silk Song and stuff like that. The ones that are just like, oh yes, the infamous ones. I'm not gonna lie, like, a part of me really badly wants to play, like, a couple of the games on the Nintendo Switch 2. Can I use your avatar for reference? Sure. I'm not sure, like, you know, reference for what, but yeah, go for it. Oh, Billy Bust Up. Yep, there's one. It just feels like everything is so far away. For art! That's what.
Now it's art.
Now it's art. Yeah, there's a good question for you. Mapley, how do you feel about SpongeBob airing in Cartoon Network over in Korea?
I'm gonna be honest, I never expected to see the day.
It reminds me of, like, I don't know, Nintendo has this, I don't know if it's Nintendo, but it's like a side company that Nintendo works with called, like, IQ or whatever. And, like, they release a bunch of their games and stuff through IQ over in China as opposed to releasing them themselves. Oh, hello! Oh, Synth just subscribed to my channel for 40 months. Jeez, thank you!
Hi,
I
Sam.
appreciate that. Hello, Synth. I hope you're having a good day. And also he says, how's Kingdom Hearts? Have you finished up Kingdom Hearts 2? I saw that you are currently finishing that up. I have known you so long. I've known you for so long. Both of us can be old together here. Oh, you finished it last night. Very nice. I'm currently just being a complete and uber nerd and doing PC Building Simulator and doing things that, like, I would normally never do with a PC. Mostly because I'm terrified to do so. For example, water cooling, which is something that I, like, never do. It's called autism, bit. I mean, yeah! Right. Just a little bit of hyperfixation. Stop making fun of me. Oh, by the way, I don't know if anybody has noticed, but, like, the last time that I played PC Building Simulator, things were going, like, a lot slower. I recently picked up basically all of the shortcut things that, like, you know, automate the process a heck of a lot more. I guess if you were, like, a massive enthusiast and you really badly wanted to do everything, like, manually, you could do that. I don't. I do not care for that. Yeah, so Showman has got, like, this one game. It is a gun game, and the entire point of it is just giving you the ability to take the gun, disassemble it, like, clean it, reload it, and doing all, like, this crazy stuff with it. Now, I don't have gun autism, but as you can plainly see, how many times have I played PC Building Simulator over the course of the last, like, 2 weeks? Many, many, many days. It's a wild other beast. I mean, I don't know. There is something really, really cool and intricate about, like, you know, guns and the way that they are, like, prepared and also, you know, connect together and all of that jazz. So I totally get it. I get where, like, show comes from when it comes to, like, you know, that infatuation. Is that real? Is that the term? I don't know. I definitely feel like this game kind of fits that exact same niche for me, though, for sure.
I have words on one of my friends would always say, with hyperfixation, it tickles the tism.
Yeah. Just a little bit of a scratch on the tism. Just a little bit. Anyway, scrub that guy. Right.
That is for this fire. It's for uranium bombs.
Bombs! And is for no survivors when you... There are so many quotable lines from SpongeBob, I swear. Specifically seasons 1 through 4.
For real. Those were the best ones.
Oh, absolutely. I'm happy that I lived through the, you know, the origin of SpongeBob. Although, like, again, it's very unfortunate that a friend of mine did not, because he had, like, a deep-rooted resentment towards Nickelodeon for basically canceling Invader Zim. Don't blame him for that at all.
I'm not.
You know, I kind of get that. You know what I think? Who cares what you think? You're a girl now! Frickin' Cosmo.
Golly.
There we go. No! You have the perfect civilization! Why would you add a woman to it?
If you compare me to that annoying knockoff toy, you're dead to me.
Oh. So the reason why I'm doing all this, by the way, for anybody who's watching, going like, no, the reason why I'm doing this is because this particular model of, like, water-cooled GPU is not available in the store. And it requires me to do it manually right now. I don't know if that's going to change later on, but they need me to put in the extra effort. So, yeah.
This is not starting its whole cute.
Yeah, right. A little bit of honk me 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 me. I'm nearly done with all of, like, the graphics cards, though. And you may have counted.
It's customary to shake hands.
Oh. Anyway, you may have counted. I said we're making 4 computers, but you may have counted that there are 8 graphics cards. Mm-hmm. I have never, like, done the whole dual booting graphics cards things. I've always been under the belief that making dual graphics cards isn't worth it, considering, like, there aren't a lot of programs that actually utilize all of that power. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's more important than I think it is.
I do believe I'm gonna hop off for now, but that's alright.
Okay, that sounds good. Oh, I forgot how to draw a bag. Ow. Well, you simply, you know...
You simply just gotta,
And then voila, you've got yourself a bag with a bonus pie. I was thinking of, like, what was that one tutorial? Just like how to draw an owl. Start with a circle. 2, draw the rest of the fucking owl.
Blender tutorial spirit.
Oh god, right. Anyways, thank you very much for coming in. It's been fun.
Uh-oh, looks like the meth is kicking in.
Goodbye. Good day. All right, so I have prepared all of the graphics cards, and also, you know, one more toss just for good measure. One for the road, Acorn. And you remember, like, the you know, the Peach meme a while back? Peach. Anyway, so here's why I went and did all of those delittings on those CPUs. Well, I mean, technically I didn't have to do that, but I wanted to make sure that I did that right now before I went and started doing all of this bit. Do, 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 do. Okay, there we go. I was thinking the Capri Sun meme when someone's brother threw the jug into their face. Capri Sun meme. Oh. Oh, I don't know if I've heard that one. Capri Sun meme. Was it Capri Sun? It probably was. I'm just not sure what meme it was. Some sort of a drink. I've seen several memes of, like, you know, random drinks and things like that being chucked at people's faces. I don't know why, but, like, the first thing that comes into my head is, like, you know that exploding milk thing? The exploding milk jug? In 3, 2... That was my thought. Just milk jug go boom. Oh, and also, it was an exploding milk jug, but I'm pretty sure it was expired milk as well. God, that makes it 200 times worse. It's like, directly up the nostrils. Tasty. Again, it's so weird working with my actual, like, motherboard. I've seen this motherboard. I have plugged things into it in the past. I guess that's like that's a big part of the appeal of PC Building Simulator. Is just like, hey, we did a brand deal, and you can get this motherboard in the game. Also, come to think of it, I want to look something up real quick. Because I think, if I remember correctly... I wonder, PC Building Simulator 1. Was PC Building Simulator 1, Yeah, for a minute I thought that, like, PC Building Simulator was, like, kickstarted, but I don't think that's the case. Oh, it was Capri Sun. Hold on a second. Let me go watch this. Oh!
Hey, can you throw me another Capri Sun?
That's not a Capri Sun. That's like a jug of tea. What the heck?
Hey, can you throw me another Capri Sun?
Bah! God, goodbye, nose. There's an injury that I'm very happy that I've never had. Any kind of, like, face injury that involved, like, you know, breaking my nose or something. Or just in general, any kind of injury in the face. That sounds like that would suck. Okay, there we go. Now, the only thing left is we need to prepare all the RAM. So, I was not aware of this, but apparently you can water cool RAM. I guess I never really thought about it. I'm starting to give up on the bag. Oh, no! I'm trying to think. So, like, bag. So is this supposed to be like a trick-or-treat bag? Because you said you were drawing like a trick-or-treat related thing. Or maybe not. I'm not sure. Maybe that's presumptuous. Anyway, luckily, we can do this water cooling bit with, like, 4 of these things at a time. So, that's good news. Oh, Millie was gonna be in it. All right. Right, you mentioned Millie was, like, you know, very tiny. There we go. So funny enough, I remember when I was younger, there were several situations where no bag equals no Millie. Aw, well, Millie could be there some other way, right? I don't know. All right. So, right, I was going to say, so there's a thing that I did when I was younger, and it was like, did anybody else do this, or was it just, you know, the weird technically inclined weird people, where I went and whenever there was like a piece of hardware or something, like, you know, an old watch or like an old, like, or some sort of really cheap electronic that I really didn't care anything about, I used to like unscrew those things and like open them up and take a look at all of the innards of what's inside. And like I would inspect the things and like see how they ticked and how things worked. And then like custom water cooling. Can I do anything with the radiator? I can. Oh, I can replace the fans on it. No. I'll get into that sort of in-depth thing at a later date. Maybe. Big fat maybe. Anyway. She was originally going to be on her hand. I can't draw hands, so maybe on her head. Any ideas? Head might be cute. I'd say go for head. Alright. So, we are now in the actual, like, building phase of everything. Now that I've gone and, like, prepared all of the bits and pieces. So, here we go. I got 4 of the exact same case. And again, I've got all of the different upgrades so that I can do this super lightning quick. Let's see. Power supplies. Power supply fits! Nice. Woo! Bit oohs. Alright, plug in the motherboard. Oh, yeah, dude, yeah, hold on a second. I just need to take a moment for all of you to appreciate this one particular thing. Although, hold up, let me remove this. Automatic unscrewing and standoffs. Holy freaking crap. Also, let me go into my cables real quick. I want to choose a custom cable. So I've made a couple of custom cables for a couple of different circumstances. So again, there was this RGB thing. I think I'm going to go with the BK special. Because I specifically chose red, green, and yellow, and that, like, I don't know, that color scheme just shoots BK energy into my eyeballs. When I'm done, can I send it in art chat? Absolutely. Do it. Anyway, let's go with loose braided. Because Yeah, sure. Loose braided. That one looks perfectly fine. Okay, motherboards. Ah, that is so easy. I'm so thankful for that function. Okay, next up. Oh, also, auto cabling. So everything automatically plugs in. Again, a lot of conveniences. Now, another thing, I have already installed the CPU into the motherboard, so I no longer need to worry about that. Instead, let's plug in the memory. There we go. Memory block installed. There we go. Okay, and then next up... Yeah, these things are super expensive on their own. Like, each one of these things is $1,000 by themselves. That is insane. And we're going to be putting 2 of each of these things into our PCs. Freaking nuts. But, you know, I have the budget for it, so why not? And I have clients that will buy them, so sure. Also, I don't know if you noticed this, but I did a little bit of sound mixing so that the sound effects for the PCs are a little bit louder now. I don't know. There's just something about these sound effects. Like, they don't sound as, like, crunchy as they were in PC Building Simulator 1. So I was just like, you know what? I need them to pack a little bit more of a punch. And now they do. They absolutely do. Okay. Graphics cards installed. Storage. And this is a new type of storage that I hadn't gotten previously. I think that's it. Should I have her standing or peeking over? Peeking over. That sounds adorable. Okay. I think we got this. Now, let's install... Oh, let's install the water cooling parts and things. And we're going to use the entire wall of this right here for the space to put the radiator. There we go. Okay. That's all set. I think now I need to... it's already, like, cabled up, but I think I need to, like, you know, mount all of the pipes and things for the water cooling bit. I think that's a good loop. So we're going to do that. Piping. Cool. Now I need to pick the colors of the coolant on the inside of these PCs. So, what color should I go for? It can be any color you'd like. Here. Let's head over to the install section. Water cooling. I think I've gotten all the water cooling things set and ready to go. You don't need a CPU block because there is a motherboard block that covers the CPU already, so we're good there. Anyway, Yeah, here's the list of all of the different colors that we could potentially go for. I think for this first one, let's go for green. Like, specifically, like, you know, nuclear green. There I go. All right. And now let's go for, How about black clear? I've never done that before. Maybe it's just me, but black clear looks a heck of a lot like... It's like there's a bunch of fish eggs or something floating around inside of the container. That looks a little bit weird. But I mean, hey, it works. Does the job. Anyway, let's go ahead and reinstall all of the PC parts to the thing. And there we go. We have got two PCs that are basically the same thing, ready to go. And both of them are stupidly expensive. Ridiculously. But we're not quite done. Because now we have to accessorize them. And make them actually, like, you know... like PCs. Make them actually function. Make them do the thing. So first of all, an OS is needed. So let's install the OS. Easy enough. Now let me install some software that we're going to need to do a little bit of testing. And accessorizing. I think that's all I need. Almost done. I just need to highlight and do the mouth, but I don't know what kind of mouth to give them. I would think something creepy spooky since this is supposed to be a Halloween thing. Or something mischievous. That was my thought. Okay, now. Next up. Right. So, we need to do some overclocking, and I don't recall what overclock is like. You know, what's the minimum overclock and maximum overclock of these computers, so... we're just going to do a little bit of... So you. Mischievous! Here, let's restart. Your mouth? I guess. Okay. I don't remember how much I can get away with here. I think I'm going to try and overvolt it a little bit. And then simultaneously, I will also... I'm going to, like, bring it up to 5300 megahertz, which is probably too much. But, God, I want to see if I can pull off something kind of, like, spicy. Okay. Overclock. Oh dear. Okay, I think it's a little bit too high. So let's lower this down to like 52. and we'll see if this does the job. Okay. Do your stuff. Hey. Oops. Oh, wait, right. This thing does not give me a whole lot of wiggle room. Like, this is not a very easy thing. I don't know, maybe I'm just doing it wrong, but I feel like this particular CPU is not giving me a lot of wiggle room to be able to overclock it. And maybe it's just straight up... maybe it's just physics that are keeping me from being able to pull this one off. Unsure. All right. We've ticked the overclock up by 1. All right. Seems to work now. All right, we're going to turn this off, and now we're going to restart this. Matter of fact, I should probably take some notes. Here. CPU. Oh, shoot. Sorry, I needed to, like, restart in BIOS mode. There we go. All right. So definitely ratio. Ratio equals x51. And then the base clock. Let's figure out how high we can put the base clock. Okay. We're going to push it up by we're going to push it up by 1 integers until we manage to find our like Post-Splody number. And I mean, heck, we might have already found our Post-Splody number, but we'll see. The thing is, I don't think it would be you know, a temperature specific thing. It might be. Oh! Okay. Yeah, alright. I figured it out. Because, yeah, it like the CPU throttle's there. So it appears we might have we might have actually found our break number. Alright, we're gonna knock this back down. Really? This is the break number? That kind of sucks. Like, I'm sending a little more voltage than I probably should through this thing, and yet the highest I can possibly clock this thing is up by, like, by 1 on ratio. It's probably, I don't know. I get this strange suspicion that, like, I don't know exactly what I'm doing when it comes to overclocking. I probably don't. And then as for the GPU tuner, let's... if I remember correctly, I think the proper numbers to try and hit are around 400 and then around 100, if my memory serves me correctly. And the temperature is not going to tell me. It's just going to brick if my numbers are incorrect. Seven, 6, 5, 4. Okay, well, it didn't brick during the OCCT test, but now we need to run the 3D Mark test and see if that will do something. So let's see if we blue screen, ladies and gentlemen. I'm fairly confident that we won't. one thing that I have noticed is that they have modified this a little bit, so like it doesn't feel like it's going fast forward in these sequences anymore. So that's a nice little change of pace, and now it's like, you know, giving us proper overcharged frame rates for stuff, as opposed to like, you know, the previous, like PC Building Simulator 1. That was all the graphics card stuff, so I think we're in the clear. Okay, nearly finished. Oh, number goper! Number goper! Alrighty. So we have figured out that I think this computer is pretty much all set and ready to go. So let me make a note for the GPU. Core clock. And then we're going to make that around 400. Thanks for the throw. I'm doing math here, damn it. Oh, so there's one thing in this game that I have not ventured into just yet, simply because I'm freaking terrified of it. RAM overclocking. That looks like so extra super complicated, and I just don't get it. I don't understand. It scares me. Anyway, so core clock, and then we'll make memory clock. Time to die in a hole. Why? Don't die in a hole. That's not a good thing to do to yourself. We're going to make this 100. There we go. Because keep in mind, we've got 3 more computers that we have to do this with. Alright, I think we are pretty much good to go here. But now, let's mess with the lighting in here. Specifically, you know what? Since we chose green to be a part of the, like, you know, the cooling solution, let's just go ahead and make that green. Nice, neon, good stuff. Alright. Let me take a look at the front. Yeah, okay, it's technically green. Alright, we're going to turn this off. And also, while we're at it, I mean, we might as well. There we go. And you know what's really annoying? One thing that I really wish that I could do? I want to be able to spray the back panel of this thing. Like, obviously, I don't want to cover stuff like, you know, the power supply or any of, like, the GPUs and things. But, like, this looks kind of garish, the fact that I can't spray this part. Like, what the heck, man? Alright. Anyway, I think that is basically it. That is, like, one computer completely done. So I'm dropping this off, and... Oh, you deleted everything by accident? Oh, sorry to hear. You fixed it, though. Good stuff. Alright, and then let's see. Alright, this is a completely green computer, and it's also, like, you know, water-cooled. What do we name the computer? And no, we cannot name it Shrek. I already named a computer Shrek, and I'd like to make these names as, like, you know, individualized as possible. Let me think. I'm thinking about something Frankenstein related, maybe. You know, I brought it to life. Let's see. Oh wait, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Sure. Let's name it TMNT. Nice one. I like that. The Green Ooze. Though I swear I named something TMNT before. Eh. Whatever. I built a heck of a lot of PCs. All right. Sold. Now we got to do the exact same thing for this computer. Okay. Bump this up to 51. Apply changes. Restart. Okay, GPU tuner, voltage. I can't quite hit 399 or 400. Let's go with that. Wait. 100. Oh, I can't quite hit that either. Okay, 99. That's fine. Okay, and then just as a test, let's go ahead and let's see, apply. We're going to make 110% sure that this is not going to explode. What? Okay. Do tell. Why? Oh, you know what? I think I might know why. See, this is why I test these things. Here, I forgot to, like, overclock voltage and all that jazz. Whoops. Okay. Run the test again, and hopefully it will not, like, immediately crash out. It isn't. It hasn't not crossed out. Seems to be holding firm. Okay, and now let's run 3D Mark again. A lot of tedious stuff. See, if I were playing, like, by myself, I would probably be, like, you know, dual wielding these things and, like, you know, going between both of them at the exact same time. I noticed that, like, in this game, they give you the option to, like, you know, they have, like, metrics for Time Spy, but it's weird that they specify that they're metrics for Time Spy. I'm wondering whether or not, like, later on they unlock more of these tests that you can run. Because, like, there isn't just one test within 3D Mark, and it'd be kind of interesting to see, like, you know, another test of graphics in the event you get really bored of one particular one, or if we reach a certain point where this particular test is, like, mediocre and you need to start working with hardware that is, like, way more hardcore. And it looks like we're in the clear. Is that number lower than the previous one? Ah, whatever, it's fine. As for the lighting on this thing, I think we're going to... Let's just make it white. Because, like, I can't exactly make it, like, dark or anything like that. You know what I mean? So let's just go with, like, you know, pitch black. And then... I think that'll about do it for that. Anything else? I think that's it. But now, now we're going to go and paint the lid of this thing black. I thought ahead. Oh, wait. Now, I actually like the, here. Once this thing is completely sprayed off, I actually, I prefer the dichotomy, but, ow, frig! Come on! I'm enjoying myself playing my PC game! We don't need any apples! I suppose it's a healthy snack. I should be thankful. Thank you for the healthy snack. Anyway, I think that will do it. I think I already know what I'm going to name this one. Here. Let's name it Venom. After the, you know, the funny sauce inside of the water cooling. Okay. So we got 1, 2, and we need the other 2. So, shockingly enough, we got to go back and do that again. Here. Let's make it a race. Let's see how long I can do this. Or, like, how quickly I can do this. There we go. Okay, I need the motherboard. It's much slicker when you don't have to worry about stuff like frickin' cables. Okay, now let's grab the memory. The memory. Oh, shoot. Olympic sports. Building PC. Also, one of my new favorite things to do in this game is while the like cable pulling stuff, I just realized you don't curse as much as you used to. I try not to. Honestly, like, I don't know. There's just something about cursing that I am not, like... I'm not adverse from cursing. I'll say fuck as much as I possibly want, but, like, at the end of the day, I would like cursing to actually mean something. You know what I mean? I don't want to just say, like, a bad word for the sake of it being a punchline. And that really is what it is. It feels a heck of a lot like you're just, like... It's an extra... I don't know. It's like an extra comedy button. You know what I mean? And it's not even that much more funny. I have been making more of, like, a concerted effort to not be as, like, you know, filthy and swear as much as I did, like, maybe in the past. I'm trying to think, like... For certain things, I have been attempting to try and not swear in any way, shape, or form. Like, for the Snatcher Plays stuff, like, way back. But definitely, like... Now for my regular stuff, I'm just like, why not? Let's not do, like, a whole bunch of yell and swear. Like, I can be angry without yell and swear. That, and also, like, somebody once told me that it's actually kind of funny to attempt to try and... Like... Old school, like, non-sweary insults are actually a little bit... Like, they cut a little bit deeper. You know what I mean? Also, non sequiturs. Non sequiturs are pretty funny. My parents are happy you don't cuss a lot. Well, I'm glad for that. I mean, here's the thing, like, and I don't know whether or not your parents are watching or whatnot, like, I don't know, hello. My philosophy when it comes to cursing is that, like, you know, it's not inherently a terrible, bad thing. However, if cursing has to happen, or if it's gonna happen, I would prefer it to be done, like, sparingly. That way, it actually packs the punch that it actually needs when you actually do it. So that one time, you know, the one situation where the quiet person at the back of the class is just sitting there absolutely seething at the fact that, like, he just got, you know, the entire class ended up, like, being reprimanded because one person ended up doing something stupid. And now he's, like, you know, being, like, you know, thrown under the bus as well. And he's usually quiet and doesn't say a heck of a lot. And then suddenly you hear, fuck. It just hits more, man. Anyway, I need to think about a color for the coolant. What do you think would be a really good color for this? Keep in mind, we've already done, like, black coolant, and we have done green coolant. So let's try and go for something a little bit different. And we're going to need 2 coolant colors for this. Oh, hey, cyan. I've already done green! We did TMNT already. Pink! That sounds good. Yeah, okay. So, alright. Here's another question. Do we do pink, just like opaque, you know, like that, basically like hot pink, or do we go for speckled pink? I could go for either one, honestly. What's funny is that, like, I don't have full, complete, hot pink. Gotcha. Oh, look at it go. It's like bubblegum. It's like sending bubblegum out to the system to gunk everything up. All right, there we go. All right, I need a second color. What do you think would be a good second color? So far, for colors, we have done black, green. Go with blue? All right. Well, we haven't done blue, but, like, there are many different flavors of blue. We've got opaque coolant. Actually, well, you know, we've got cool blue, we've got sky blue, we've got cyan. I would personally go for, like, you know, more of a nuclear blue, but I'm gonna give that to I'm gonna give that option to you. Well, again, this UV coolant is looking pretty good. Kind of interested in that. Oh, the one that's closest to my avatar. Okay. Very true. I don't think there is one that's, like, particularly close to my avatar. I think, like, you know, we could go for jacket color. And I think, like, the blue opaque coolant kind of looks a little bit like my jacket color. Because, I don't know, there's something about, like, this one just looks a little bit, let's go with... I'm gonna say we're gonna go with, like, jacket color. All right. While that wraps up, let's go ahead and put all the pieces together on this thing. There we go. And also remember to plug this guy in. Okay, there we go. Start this one up. Hooray. I gotta say, like, every single time I have ever built a PC, I, like, it's a mini miracle whenever I see it post. And by post, I mean, you know, when it, like, starts up. Because I'm just like, oh, thank God I'm not too much of a derp. I'm a fair, you know, I'm kind of a derp, but I'm not that much of a derp that I completely, like, you know, I didn't bungle this one. Okay. All right, let's give this computer a restart. Again, we've done the math, and in theory, we should be able to pull this off without having to do a bunch of, like, you know, research and development here. Okay, crank this up to 1. And then, in theory, just do this. Okay. The drop on that is always like, I don't know why, but for some reason it reminds me of like Onegai Muscle, that one anime, and like the intro, which like is an absolute banging intro, gotta say. Benjamin's that guy. I'm not really an anime guy, but like every once in a while, like I'll see something within like the anime spectrum, and I'll just be like, ooh, that's cool. Anyway, let's choose pink for everything here. Yeah, how about that? Okay, and then yeah, let's restart this guy. Oh, whoops. I forgot. I was just jamming to the music way too much. Okay, bump that up to 1. I have never, like I said, never actually overclocked anything in my freaking life. Likely won't do it anytime soon. Okay, close enough. Seems like it's holding. Okay. Oh yeah, wait, did I ever run I don't know if I ran 3D Mark on these guys. That just occurred to me. Did I? I don't think I did. Maybe I did. I don't know. I'm gonna run 3D Mark on both of them. Just to make sure. Okay, let's change this to a bright neon blue. Well, actually, yeah, let's go with like a neon bluish color. Ow. I know. I'm aware. It's very dumb of me. I get that. Anyway, let's start up 3D Mark. We can run 3D Mark at the exact same time for both of these. Okay, so the thing has been customized. Goody goody. All right, let's press run. And then just back away slowly and watch the mayhem. I'm dying because it's so hot. I luckily have AC, and like, you know, a fairly decent AC located like back there somewhere. So I'm nice and comfy and cozy where I'm at, and I'm very thankful for that. But I know many people that are not, or like, you know, are dealing with you know, problems currently. A lot of people in Europe, especially people that like normally wouldn't be dealing with this kind of a heat wave whatsoever, and yeah, I feel that. Oh, dude, this song right here, like, for some reason, like, I think it's called, like, Keep On Pushing, and every time I hear it, like, I immediately think of, like, time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. Condemned to my room in Detroit. Okay, looks like it's nearly done. Close to Detroit. Yeah, close to it. Okay, they worked. Very nice. Let's go ahead and take these over to the workbench. Paint this guy some hot pink. Yeah, no, that's totally fine. By all means, do not dox yourself. All right, what name are we going to give to the hot pink computer? Because we got to figure something out. Again, it's water cooled, and it is a hot pink mess. I was thinking like something Barbie related, but I don't know. Just throwing some ideas out there. There, let me just do a little bit of a stretch. I love that, like, the head. Bonnabelle? What's that a reference to? I'm curious. What is that a reference to? Bonnabelle. Sounds familiar. Maybe you've talked about it previously in, like, one of my other streams. But no, look, like, you know, my head is on a very specific pivot. So, like, when I lean this way, I just, like, clip into the sleeve. Oh, Bubblegum Girl from Adventure Time? Oh, that's like Bubblegum, yeah, Princess Bubblegum's name? Oh. Shoot, I never knew that. All right. Heck yeah, man. And sell. Princess Bubblegum. Into the future. All right, and then we're just going to call this one the Bit B Special. Oh, wait a minute. We didn't paint this one. Am I freaking crazy? Here, let's actually make it like cyan. Ooh, a Snatcher PC. That'd be kind of fun. I'm imagining, like, you know, the cables being all purple and then, like, the, all of the lights and the accents and things being yellow. Ooh. That'd be kind of cool. All right. Is that everything covered? I think so. Let's go. There we go. The Bit B Special. And that didn't take that much. All it took was 2 hours. It took us 2 hours of, like, you know, buying parts, slapping stuff together, and then, like, you know, whereas I could have just gone over to the spares and repairs section, picked up a, you know, a used CD that was actually a used PC that was broken, fixed it, and then put it up on the shelves for people to enjoy. Nope. No, I went the extra mile. Speaking of which, so here's what's funny. Funny thing. This thing, it actually gives you the breakdown of, like, all of the different purchase things that you have going on with this particular PC. So, like, you know, PC name for some reason gets you an extra $50, but customizing the case, like, delidding the thing, overclocking the thing. That's why I did all of those things, because I'm like, I want as many bonuses as possible. Though, new cables, I'm not entirely sure how that works on a computer that is used. I don't know. Ooh, Fairly Odd Parents PC where nothing works. Well, you say that, but I think it'd be funny to have two PCs that are Cosmo and one. It's not too late. Hold on. Hold on, we're cooking. We're cooking. Need to rearrange for a second. Eh. It's okay, we can name another one, like, you know, Princess Bubblegum later. It's just right now. Hold on. Hey guys. I wonder if this place has any fairies in it. I can't tell. Friggin' heck. That's great. I love that. All right. Well, we've built ourselves a collection of really nice PCs, I think. Ones that actually work. Ones that are overclocked. I think that will about do it for that particular day. Let's leave, and then we'll see what our profits are. Again, we are currently at $75,000, and we are definitely going to be higher than that when we come back tomorrow. Okay. Oh, yeah, here's some parts and some PCs. Okay, so in order to get the profits for that, I got to go to the shop sales. Oh, hey! Cosmo just hit a record! Cosmo just sold for $11,149. Wanda was incredibly close. Actually, funny enough, Cosmo and Wanda both, both hit exactly the same. Very nice. Ah, what a perfect couple, these two. Why does Cosmo get the medal, though? Because he's the man of the relationship? I'm very confused. Anyway, and then the BitB special and Venom, like, they're not too far off. They made pretty much the exact same price. Albeit like a couple of extra dollars taken off. He doesn't care what the girl thinks. Anyway, let's take the money back for all of these. And keep in mind, we spent about $20,000, and now we have gained about $40,000. And we are now above $100,000. Hey, very nice. That being said, I feel like I don't necessarily need to be selling PCs at, like, that particular rate. Or at least, like, not often. Like, I feel like I can honestly take a break from doing a lot of things related to making PCs and then putting them on the store shelves. Like, at this point, like, rent... let me see the calendar real quick. Yeah, rent is $800 here. Where is this located? Like, what place is this located where you can spend $800 to have an entire storefront while also simultaneously getting, like, you know, clients that will spend upwards of, like, $10,000 on a freaking... Rent the Musical? No, not quite. Not Rent the Musical. Anyway, let me take a look at the PCs over here. Okay, so what do I need to do? Okay, replace the power supply and, apply the clouds theme. Alright. There's the power supply that I need. Let's do it. Now, luckily, replacing a power supply is ridiculously easy thanks to, the upgrades that I currently have. You should make the rules just a gigantic purple computer. That's incredibly, like, you know, an incredible stickler. Okay, power supplies. Let's get rid of the broken one. And look at that. Everything is plugged back in. Also, what are... Oh, okay. Current cables are black cables. Okay, got it. I'm trying to even remember what, like, some of the rules were in Fairly Odd Parents. I remember one because it kept on showing up all the freaking time, and that was fairies cannot interfere with true love. And, like, you know, Timmy kept on, like, ending up in circumstances where he ended up making people crush on each other, and it's just like, oh, damn it, I can't do anything about this with magic. Son of a... What were some of the other rules in Fairly Odd Parents? I'm trying to remember. Okay, anyway, I have replaced the power supply. All right, it works. Now, is there anything else I need to do with it real quick? Let me see. Pretty sure brick something, press the power button, system locks up. Might have visited... Oh, might have visited one too many dodgy sites. All right. Others cannot know about the fairies, and they cannot use magic to cheat in competition. Oh, yeah, right. Weird. Can't use fairies to cheat in competition. I feel like the rules were only set up specifically so that, like, in the event there were any loopholes within the, within the story, they could, like, quickly patch them out. Just be like, oh, nope, it's against the rules. Sorry, not sorry. You can't wish for every day to be Christmas. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that one. Just like, yeah, we learned a very steep rule from that one. We learned a lesson. Okay. PC is fixed. Now, this one is literally just apply the clouds theme. That's it. Let's see how this looks. Not bad. I've seen worse. Okay, so what else do they possibly want, though? Smashing job with the computer. We've already had compliments to the customers. Nature loves those. So this is like a campaign mission. So clearly, I think we're pretty much done here. All I needed to do was put funny clouds on the thing. All right. Collect on that. And collect on this, and hopefully we'll get 5 stars. Very nice. Very good. Let's see what we got. I think my PC is getting a bit old. I want to make sure my rig is as fast as it can be. Can you get it to benchmark at least that much? 16 gigs of RAM. Okay. Steel Series stickers would look cool on the PC. Good on ya. Oh, wait. I can't do this one because I don't have a rating of 5 stars. I am so annoyed by this game. Hold on a second. Wasn't there another one? Oh, also, is there... There's no way I'm going to be able to make that, so I guess I'm going to reject that one. Frickin' fine. Anyway, wasn't there another one that... What sucks is that, like, I'm trying to hit 5 stars, but I keep on running into PCs where people are just like, oh, yeah, hey, could you put applesauce inside the computer? And then I do that, and you're just like, you forgot the cinnamon! And I'm like, I'm sorry, you didn't say you wanted cinnamon! You know, that kind of thing. I need sleep, but I don't want to sleep. Mood. I'm trying to get into esports and was wondering if you could help. I've submitted applications to all the big teams. My dream is to join Trinity, but I don't think they'll accept unless they get a chance to see me in action. Okay. 2,000 to spend from my savings, so I'm hoping you could build a beast of a PC, super fast, RGB components, water cooling. I want it all. Very well. I'll go ahead and accept your mission. Build me a PC, need a new rig, won't be happy if it can't benchmark at least that much. No date that it's requiring. Sure. Delete that. And then there's a bunch of new stuff. Delete that. I guess I'll delete that. Oh, you have art camp tomorrow? What is art camp? Here, give me a second. Let me resync the camera real quick. There we go. Hey. Actually, wait. Hold on. Good. Okay, not much else that I could possibly do here. I think I'm pretty much done playing PC Building Simulator for the day. Like, that's a heck of a lot of stuff that we ended up doing. Okay, so you have art camp tomorrow. What else is going on in you guys' weeks? Anything interesting? I have a handful of things, but you know, I don't want to share too much because of, like, you know, dox potential. Same goes to you. Don't say anything that could potentially be dox worthy. Oh god, that's something that I am incredibly like very worried about. Like I want to make sure that I don't say anything that could like I can't tell you the amount of times where I have wanted to recommend a restaurant or say something about a particular restaurant, and then I'm just like, well, hold on a second. I don't want to say specifics about restaurants because there are some local places that sell food. And you know, what if it turns out that like a place that I really like that I think is franchised turns out to not be franchised, and it happens to be like, you know, like it's just a single dive place, and then somebody's just like, oh my god, you know, Big Buck's Rib House, I know that place, it's the one and only place that's located in insert place here, you know. Being sent to a private high school, I don't want to go to school, but I have to because DA laws, but it is a camp connected to the school. Oh, okay. Out of what I'm aware, it pretty much just you draw the entire day. You know, I could think of worse fates. And, you know, considering the fact that, like, you seem to enjoy drawing on your off time anyways, sounds like it's going to end up being good for you. So, hey. I'm drawing right now. Hey, how about that? Oh, yeah, 8 hours of drawing. Okay, I could totally see that. Well, also, on top of that, like, there's also worries. Well, not worries. It's like, I feel like, what is it? There's a specific term for it. Limitations are sort of the enemy of art. And so it's a little bit difficult to like for example, I remember when I went to art classes back when I was in school, I thought they would be really fun, and I thought they would be really, really cool to do. But then I found out that it turns out that like I don't like being told what to draw or told what to do and things like that when it comes to art. And so I would end up in a situation where it's just like, okay, we're going to do chalk drawings today. And I'm just like, oh gosh darn it, I want to stencil things. I want to draw funny comic books. Or, you know, I want to draw this funny character in crayon. But like, you know, I could never do that because I am currently like in a thing where it's just like, no, we're learning perspective today. So, you know, make sure you draw your squares exactly the way that we want you to. And I'm just like, man, I don't want to do this. I'm trying to remember some other stuff that I remember, like, you know, being forced to do in school that I was not a big fan of. I know there were a ton of things that I was not a fan of. Although it's been a very long time since I've been in school, so, you know, there's a little bit of an awkward thing. Like, I can't really think about a whole lot of these things. Or, funny enough, some of the things that I remember the most about school, I remember because of spite. Is that a bad thing? Should I not be holding on to that anymore? You know, being within my 30s and all that jazz. Maybe I should just let go of that. Who knows? I do remember, actually, one thing just came back to my memory. I remember one time, me and my brother, we were sent off to this really cool, like, I don't know, it was like, I forget what it was called, but it was like, I don't know, this special little program where we were allowed to, well, we weren't allowed to. It was basically like an educational program thing where you got to go out to some really cool experiments, and you got to chat with people that... It's very difficult to explain this without, like, just straight up telling you what it is. Again, this is another one of those situations where I'm just like, I don't know if I want to outright say exactly what this is, because if I outright say what this is, it might end up like doxing me, and you might know exactly what location I'm at. But like, I don't know, it was kind of an interesting art/institution kind of thing that you know, you went there and you sat through some lectures about certain topics that they did, and they did a whole bunch of really, really cool things as well. It was sort of like a summer program, and we did things like we talked to a local radio. Actually, no, it was a local weatherman guy who was showing off a bunch of pictures of, like, you know, stuff that he did for radio. No, not radio. Freaking weather. Why am I thinking about, like, radio for some reason? Anyway, no. Like, he was showing off, like, what he did for, like, weather programs and things like that. And that was kind of neat. You know, just showing off, just like, yep, there's me standing in front of the green screen. I think there was one video he showed where he was doing the weather with, like, one of the Muppets, or, like, somebody who was dressed up as a Muppet. And that sounds freaking hilarious. Although, the entire time I was sitting there and I'm just like, why is he not talking? Why is the guy not talking? Same for me, not wanting to follow the exact things in art class, but my art teacher was really nice. She let me do things somewhat different, but mainly because I hated the entire 8th grade. Oh. Didn't really have friends. Oh. Jeez, Nova. I draw when there's nothing else to do or read. I like drawing because I can make funny pictures of Jax meeting Max. Ah, very nice. And I'm currently working on the Millie meeting Miku thing. Hey, very cool. Anyway, what else did they do? Oh yeah, they had a planetarium in this one location. It was like they did like it was like this inflatable planetarium thing where it was that, you know, they had a big generator that was like blowing air into this gigantic, like, basically an igloo, except the inside of the igloo was completely dark, and then on the inside there was like a projector that was projecting stars onto it. That was really cool. I think there are a lot of things like that that kind of cemented my love for stuff like space and you know, concepts like that. Can't get the sizing of right of Millie. Ah, oh, jeez. Sorry about that. That's unfortunate. I'm not very good when it comes to sizing things either. Like, it's very difficult for me to properly... I'm trying to think, when was the last time I did something like, you know, sizing-wise? Thank you very much for the apple. I needed a snack. It's too tiny and cute. Here, let me head over to the interloop. Also, did I sink down in my chair? I did. What the heck? Canonically, she's 6. Oh. Okay. Well, there's not much else that I could possibly do on the stream right now. Here, big stretch. Biggest stretch. Arf. I don't know. This was very, like, you know, off the cuff, because I was not anticipating doing just a casual stream tonight, but, you know, here we are. The size of a beetle, but a little bigger. Best I can explain is think of like a battery. Man, this is a tiny freaking thing, isn't it? Why is it that the music of PC Building Simulator always, like, you know, I don't know, it gives me the happy serotonin. Because I'm listening to it right now. I have, like, you know, Possum Springs set up and ready to go. But I'm just like, no, I'd like to chill out to this. Alright. I think that will just about do it for the stream tonight. I don't have much else to do, or anything to say. And I think we did some pretty good work here. We went and we built some computers, and in general, I think I think it worked out pretty good. I mean, especially considering this was just a stream that I, you know, came out of frickin' nowhere. So, or, you know, not that the stream came out of nowhere. It was just the fact that, like, I don't know. I'm looking forward to getting back into doing Sam and Max. And also, I'm hoping Zsil is doing good and that they will have a nice, swift recovery. Well, not too swift. Again, I would prefer that they have a nice and comfortable recovery, I'll say. Although, I also want to make sure that, somebody who is currently dealing with surgery-related problems isn't going to be in absolute agony. So, there's another thing, too. I'm a draw more. I don't know. What are you going to be drawing next? But anyways, let's talk about what we're going to be doing next week. Honestly, for Wednesday, I'm still really not sure what I want to be doing for next week's streams. Actually, real quick, let me bring up Steam and take a look at what I have in my library, and we'll figure that out. Bot meeting Plex. Who's Bot? I am unsure about that. Oh, one of these days, I really should plan a Jackbox game. Jackbox is fun. Although I feel like you need to have like a very particular group of friends together that are are really close, and you can make really good in-jokes with each other in order to make in-jokes, well, to make games like that work really well. Donovan Patton. I don't know if I know Donovan Patton. Here. Donovan Patton? Oh, Donovan Patton. Joe from Blue's Clues! Oh, I know him as Joe. Holy freaking crap. Well, that's freaking awesome. I like that. Another Umizoomi character. Matt, it's so fun to see whenever, people within the kids show scene, continue to keep on doing their work in kids show scene. That's freaking awesome. I feel like you talked to me about this before. I don't know, I'm getting some, familiar little pangs from that. Anyway, let me head over to my stream games folder. Because I have a handful of things that I was thinking about maybe doing or starting. Yeah, you got to meet him in real life. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you did mention that. I have one thing that I was thinking about maybe trying, but it might be a little bit difficult to do. Mostly because the game is a little bit jank nowadays, and I might end up canceling it just simply because it doesn't run as well as I would like it to. Or I could play it on console. That's actually something else that I could possibly do. Assassin's Creed. Do you remember that? I have Assassin's Creed 1 for both console and also for PC, and I was thinking about maybe playing Assassin's Creed as a nice little, retrospective. Although, I remember Assassin's Creed not being perfect and having some major issues. Sent a photo in your server of the image. Yeah, I remember that. Here, did you just recently send it, or did you, Oh, here, let me leave the call here, just because we're pretty much done there. Oh, you didn't recently send it, you just, you sent it once before. Gotcha. That was a little bit ago. Okay. I probably will not be able to find it. Anyway, so, other things that I would like to try and do. Oh, no. You don't need to resend it. It's fine. I'm scrolling through my Steam's list, and I don't know. I'm not keen on a lot of these things. Which is a shame because it's a gigantic wall of a lot of games that I would be kind of interested in playing, possibly. But also, does Sonic Frontiers still have De Novo? Let me check the store page real quick. Ah, Jesus! Okay, yep, it still has De Novo. Fine. And then there's Yooka-Laylee in the Impossible Lair. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be doing that again. Yeah, I'm having a hard time finding anything. Well, I know for a fact what I do have available at the moment, and stuff that I know that I'm doing, and that is Deltarune. So, yeah, let's just go ahead and, like, talk about Deltarune. I'm doing Deltarune. And so far I'm having fun with it, but unfortunately I keep on getting, like, sidetracked by a lot of stuff. But I'm thinking we're getting real close to finishing it up. And then this next Sunday... Oh, yeah, right. In theory, we should be doing another Sam and Max thing. Sometime this... Like, you know, sometime this Sunday. The ones with the TikTok, I just downloaded them off my TikTok account because I have too many photos and it's lost in my photo library. Oh, gotcha. Oh, yeah, there it is. I'm happy he's getting work, and I'm happy he's, like, you know, he's got a place in, was it Nick Jr.? I'm assuming it's probably like a Nick Jr. job. Good stuff. Yes, very nice. Here, I'm a little bit, I don't know why, but today I'm, like, really burnt out. Real quick before we finish things up here. It's like I want to finish up, but I don't want to finish up. I'm just bored. I want to do stuff. I'm gonna, real quick, I'm gonna do another, like, Pokemon card poll before I finish things. And Hibisky. They've released an Eevee pack, which is, like, really interesting. Greedent is the new pack, you know, new picture that I just got. The new card, rather. Oh, that was a whole lot of nothing. Okay. Here, putting that back down. Doot. Alright, I just feel like there's something else that I'm forgetting to talk about. Maybe I'm just crazy. Like, the second that I leave is the moment that it's gonna, like, pop back in my head, I'm sure. Yeah, I'd say we should probably just set... Alright, so just to finish things off here, I don't know what I'm going to do on Wednesday, but I guess we'll figure that out. Saturday, I will be playing more Deltarune, and then Sunday, we will be finishing things off with the Sam and Max games, which I am really excited to get to the final chapters of those. I think that pretty much sums it up. So, for now, I think I'm gonna vibe for the rest of the night. There's not much else I can think of in terms of, like, you know, things I gotta talk about. Okie dokie. I'm gonna take off here. Again, thank you guys for coming out. Have a good one. Have a very good night. And, Nova, good luck when it comes to art class, because good freaking lord. 8 hours of drawing. I don't want to do 8 hours of anything, much less drawing. Anyways, have a good luck with that. And have a very good night. Goodbye! Do I have any... man, I really need to rig up this soundboard so I can, like, play sounds again. Because I'd really love to play, like, a fart noise sound effect. I don't know. Fart!